Good afternoon, evening, everybody. We're back. We're winding down these mock drafts because real drafts are here, right? Real drafts are starting. So I think this is the last week of these. What's up, Austin?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Got a 10-teamer here. Arguing about Chenault. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I do this to myself.
Got better things to do than argue about Chenault.
Well, it's not about Chenault. I think Chenault's going to be great. I thought Chenault's going to be great for a while. But people are like, oh my God, Etienne's injury makes Chenault even better. And I'm like, what? What?
I mean, there may have been like a handful of jet sweeps ETN would have got throughout the year that will now go to Chenault. But if that's changing how you're drafting him, that would be a little odd. But
If that even happens.
well, I thought they probably would use ETN kind of in that slot role and then have them do, fly sweeps, jet sweeps, those like bubble screen type plays. I don't know why you spend a first round pick on someone like that, but
Oh, that was a bad pick.
yeah, that was brutal. Like I said, Kadarius Toney would have been a better pick. And I saw now they're missing 3 starters and they on the O line and they may be missing them for like the entire beginning of the season.
Yeah.
That's just a bad situation. I am starting to get higher and higher on Corey Davis, though.
You should be.
Really starting to get high on him. Like, I think he could be a wide receiver too, honestly.
Yeah, I mean. All right, we're gonna Stinger. I'm not gonna let Stinger in these drafts anymore, man.
Did you hear that noise just there?
Yeah, wasn't that you?
I accidentally did an emergency SOS on my phone. Like, I guess if you press the one button 3 times on your phone, it does an SOS.
Yeah, I think that's like
Need to do it in Afghanistan or something, see if they come get you.
yeah. Where
It's like the last week of mock, so it's kind of sucks to dip out.
All right. I'm like, what's up, Marquise?
Hold on, hold on, huh? Yeah.
What's up, Marquise?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Hold on. Y'all didn't hear that, do y'all?
What's that?
I said, you didn't hear that, do you? My wife and them?
No.
Okay, good. Oof.
That's gonna suck if he doesn't show up to the actual league draft.
Yeah.
And we have a spot missing.
All right, here we go. Nick jumped in. 10-team. What is this one? I don't even remember. 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex.
And full PPR, I think you said.
Yeah.
Oh, decisions.
This is probably like the most common.
I got the toughest choice of the night, huh?
Yeah. Tough choice there. Should I do it? I mean, I got him 3. I'm taking him 3. Let's go. Here to win.
Brutal.
Here to win. What are you going to do when he's out there week 1? Austin.
I'd still take Kamara, but
I mean, that's fine.
Especially with it looking more and more like Jameis is going to be the quarterback.
Which I think is bad. Well, I don't know I don't really know what's good for
It's got to be better than Taysom Hill.
I mean, it's probably better than Taysom Hill, yeah.
Because the amount of times Taysom Hill would, I mean, they may still do it where they put Taysom Hill in the wildcat, by the goal line and stuff, and that's going to be tough. But
yeah, they're still going to do that crap.
Yeah.
We're going to get an all running back first round?
Do it. You know what? That's what I'm doing. I'm going RBRB probably.
What's up, Nick? So this format right here is pretty much the opposite of our league.
See, this is where I'm going to get stuck in our league because now the last running back that I really like went. And then do I want to take Najee at the 10 spot? Because that's where I'm going to be.
Yeah, but I don't know if our league will be like this because our league is 3 wide receiver, 2 flags. I don't know if it'll be quite this running back heavy.
We've still had some runs though where it until the 10 spot, no wide receivers have gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's usually in the 10 spot is usually where like Adams goes off and then those last 3 teams end up, going wide receiver to start. Go Najee.
I mean, it's about where I have Najee.
I'll go to Devontae. I mean, that's a good start right there. Najee and Devontae. I can't complain. I almost went Najee and Chubb, but full PPR, I'll take Devontae.
Yeah.
I think that's the right pick there.
All right, now we're gonna go. So we're gonna go all running back first round, all wide receiver and tight end second round, or what?
Chubb has to go. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was like, dude, don't let Chubb drop to me, please.
Chubb has to go. Gibson.
I was like, please, somebody take Nick Chubb so I don't have to.
Yeah, that's tough if you gotta take him. Where are you picking from in our draft?
8, I think, like the worst possible spot.
I mean, you may be able to. You usually get like Eckler there, right? So
I don't know about this group.
yeah, that's true.
Like in a normal draft, sure.
If Eckler's gone, do you go? I don't know. Would you go Adams or would you go like Aaron Jones?
No, I would go Adams over Aaron Jones personally.
Would yeah. I'm trying to get some intel right here now because you're picking in front of me.
I'm gonna snipe all of you.
Do you know how long the clock is going to be?
What do you mean?
Like per pick?
I was thinking we just do a minute. Do we need more than a minute?
A minute's probably good. 30 seconds is a little tough because that's what my home league does. 30 seconds and it's brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 30 seconds is too short.
Yeah. You can't even like type someone's name in. It's like
A minute should be, especially a minute for us should be no problem. We draft every week. We like, it's not like we're sitting there like, wait, who's available around here? Like you should pretty much know who's available. You know what I mean? Or like most of the guys.
we're gonna have someone say though, oh, can you change my pick? It's like, no, we cannot change your pick.
Someone ends up going on auto.
Yeah, someone will mess up some pick, and want to redo.
Oh, I'm on the clock. Oh God. Why didn't somebody take AJ Brown?
They wanted you to take him.
I mean, I probably should.
Look at Marquise's start. He's got McCaffrey, DK, and JJ.
That's a great start.
Yeah,
That's a fantastic start.
It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
That's right.
I don't know. In a 10-team league, I think it's more about how you start.
Who the hell took Mixon at the 2-9?
Pierre.
That would Pierre.
Oh,
He's going all running back, all tight end.
He's trolling.
I wonder if his wife's drafting for him tonight.
I mean, in terms of running back order, though, that's probably where I have Mixon.
Yeah, that's where I have Mixon too. I wouldn't take him over guys like DK Metcalf and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Or AJ Brown or Keenan Allen or Terry McLaurin or Allen Robinson. Maybe I would take him over these wide receivers now that are still on the board.
I think Thursday is going to give us the best look into where probably the best preview of our draft's going to look like.
What's the
This
format
Thursday,
now?
3 wide receiver, 1 flex, back to like the original
It's basically the same thing, just half PPR, but I'm sure
I didn't do half PPR, did I?
Yeah, I think you did half PPR.
Just draft as if it's full.
At least your first email when you set up the new ones, it was half PPR.
I might have. No, I think I just forgot. I forgot to. I messed that up. I think it's two. It's like our original, the ones we used to do every week: 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex PPR.
Okay.
No, half PPR changes things a lot.
Oh, it does. Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if the in the cut sleeper projections realize that running backs are half PPR.
Oh, did they come out with projections?
Yeah, they have projections already. So if you go look at your matchup, well, I don't know. You're not in the league anymore, are you?
No, I couldn't. So I missed it.
So like, I mean, maybe they did because it has. I mean, well, I don't know. Let's see who. Let's look at a matchup here. Well, maybe because they have down. Well, but see, that's with all these injuries and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they did. But their projections are kind of weird. Like they have Chris Godwin projected for almost as many points as DeAndre Hopkins.
I always disregard those projections.
Yeah, I know for sure.
Now, do I stack Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp together?
Yeah.
Not a bad decision. I mean, choice. But I do want my second running back. I just don't like any of the second running backs here. You know what? I'm going to do it.
I'm going to follow suit.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad strategy by any means.
Not really, no.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
What is Vagoon? Is that Dan Marino?
I can't tell. The picture.
I believe so. It's definitely a Dolphins quarterback.
Yeah. It's not Tua because the player's right-handed.
Yeah, it's definitely not Tua.
I mean, unless he's a big Chad Pennington fan or something.
I don't even know who after Dan Marino, who was like the next best Dolphins quarterback? Ryan Tannehill?
No, I think Chad Pennington was probably better than Tannehill.
I feel like Chad Pennington was better on the Jets than the Dolphins, but maybe I'm remembering wrong.
It's a bad group to pick from, that's for sure, though. Tannehill was awful, though, and
he was awful in Miami, but now you got to wonder, was that because he was awful or was that because of Adam Gase?
Yeah. We'll find out with Sam Darnold this year, probably.
But that's the other thing. Tannehill, I wouldn't say he was awful. Like if you go back and look at Tannehill with the Dolphins, he wasn't awful. He was just like average.
He was disappointing.
He was bad enough though, where they traded him for what, like a 7th round pick?
Yeah, and who won that deal?
Oh, obviously Tennessee. I'm just saying, coming out, I would say Darnold was the far better prospect than Tannehill. That offense in general in Carolina looks good.
That's the thing. Donald, look at Pierre. What the heck is Pierre doing over there?
What's he smoking?
Donald has to be good this year.
Oh yeah, I mean,
there's no excuse.
If he isn't even at least somewhat successful this year, then I think we can officially write him off.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't have to be great though to support a couple solid fantasy options though, because Bridgewater was pretty average last year, and he had like 3 guys go over 1,000 yards or something like that. So
Yeah, but that's okay. Well, first, I still think Teddy Bridgewater is better than Sam Darnold, but we'll see. Second, they didn't have McCaffrey. That's like 100 plus targets that were up for grabs.
true.
Not to mention 300 carries that weren't given to Mike Davis. So maybe a little more passing than they might this year. We'll see.
That defense is still going to be awful though.
Oh yeah, they're going to be like a 3-win team, 4-win team.
Yeah.
Pierre finally took a wide receiver.
Did you see the thing with Jamar Chase may lose snaps to? I'm blanking on his name, but he was like
Auden Tate.
Auden Tate. Yeah, so
That's not going to happen.
I hope not. I do think Higgins though is the clear one there.
Yeah, he's going to lose snaps to Higgins and Boyd. That's who he's going to lose snaps to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to lose snaps to those guys because they're not going to play 3 wide receiver sets every down. And I think he's not going to be out there a lot of times in 2 wide receiver sets. I think it's going to be Higgins and then Boyd in the slot. Well, I guess he already had Waller, but I'm still surprised Pierre didn't go with Hawkinson, even though he already had Waller. I mean, if you're going to have this draft, you might as well, right?
It's
Yeah, put him in the flex.
Yeah.
I was hoping Hawkinson would make it to me. So normally I have a queue all set up. So, but I didn't have time to do that. And I haven't updated my list in a few weeks. So my list might be a little outdated. So apologies if I make some terrible picks here.
have we heard anything about Claypool?
I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything, which I guess is good.
Yeah.
I think the plan is he's still going to be ready week 1, but if not, I don't think it's going to be like maybe he misses week 1 or something, but it doesn't sound like it's anything serious. Okay. It's definitely not, what Etienne just had.
No, that's bad. And then Clyde, have we heard anything on him either? Or?
He seems to be fine. They're saying he's going to play week 1.
Okay.
He's already back practicing.
Good. Okay. So it must have been pretty minor then.
Yeah, that was wow, 4 wide receivers.
Oh wait, this is only 2 wide receivers.
2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex.
Depth.
It's all right. I mean, you have 4 really good wide receivers, so there he is. I think that's right. That is exactly where I would have James Robinson ranked, right after Montgomery and Carson.
Yeah, I'll probably go Lockett next.
I think that's right where he should be.
Yeah. And then
right before Henderson. I think that's perfect.
Henderson, as long as he's good with his because I know he hurt his hand or something, so that's
fine. They said he's day to day, which means nothing.
Is it okay? All right. I mean,
day to day means he's fine.
In full PPR, although I can see the argument for Henderson over him because I'm not sure how many passes Robinson's going to catch.
Well, I don't know who.
In terms of overall snaps, Henderson should outsnap him.
I don't know who else is going to catch passes. I mean, Carlos Hyde maybe a little bit.
I mean, I guess neither one's a huge pass catcher.
Robinson was pretty good last year catching the ball.
He wasn't bad. Yeah,
and Henderson's not like a phenomenal pass catcher either. No, I just think Robinson's going to have a little more gonna get more work.
He may, but the question is though, does Henderson being the running back in the Rams offense make up for that?
Well, that's definitely why I have them neck and neck, because DeAndre Swift all the way down to 6'4". I love it. That's what's going to hold Robinson back, because last year he was able to overcome the bad offense because he got pretty much every single touch, right? That's not going to be the case this year. They're going to probably throw it more. They're definitely going to throw it more, and Carlos Hyde's going to be mixed in more than people want. So that definitely is an issue. Don't do it, Bronny. No, he did not do it. I'll take this guy here.
Yeah, I'm liking him more and more.
I would probably. It's tough for me. I might put Robinson even above Chris Carson. When I look at it,
I think that's okay too. I think that would be okay.
And possibly Montgomery as well. It's tough. Those are the two I'd probably have side by side.
Yeah, I think I feel a little bit better about Montgomery. But I don't know. But yeah, it's not. I don't feel like, oh yeah, Montgomery definitely ahead of Robinson.
And in full PPR, I might have Robinson above J.K. Dobbins, honestly.
Hey, Chris, I think you're trying to copy my bill.
I am. I just look. That's what I do. I just look to see what you do. I'm like, okay, wide receiver. Okay, wide receiver. Okay, running back. Okay, tight end. Okay, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Corey Davis into the 7th round.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Yep. I like to see it, but I hate to see it as well.
What happened with him that made him jump so high?
He just looks really good, and he's the main. He's pretty much the clear number one there.
He's run 14 routes in preseason with Zach Wilson, and he has 10 targets. So pretty much every time Zach Wilson throws the ball, it's been to Corey Davis. Well, every time Zach Wilson throws the ball when Corey Davis is on the field, it's been to Corey Davis. Now, Elijah Moore has not played in the preseason yet, but it looks like Corey Davis is definitely the number one, which I think somebody argued with me that he wasn't, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Crickets. Dead silence.
Hey, so our bet is Henry Ruggs versus Jacoby Myers and who?
And Traquan Smith, I believe it was.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm not feeling as good about Smith now. I feel very good that Jacoby Myers is going to badly outscore Henry Ruggs.
Well, then, yeah, I at least have Traquan Smith to count on for a split bet, so neither of us win it. Who do I go here?
Now I'm just like scrambling, trying to figure out who I'm supposed to move up and move down, go on or go off of.
We definitely got to move up Laviska Shenault, because apparently he's getting all of Etienne's touches now.
Okay.
Apparently this is
I mean, I was already pretty high on him, but I think he's got a lot of potential.
No, exactly. I just don't understand. People are like, oh, this helps Shenault. And I'm like, how does this help Shenault?
He's a wide receiver.
The way
wasn't Etienne supposed to be used as a wide receiver?
That's what everybody was saying, but I didn't see him used as a wide receiver in any of the preseason games. Maybe I missed it, but it looked like to me like he was in the backfield. I think he lined up out wide once, but guess what? That's not taking a role from Shenault.
The way that offense looks, though, I'll just take the cheapest option, which is Marvin Jones at the end of the draft. Give me the cheapest option, and I'll be happy.
I mean, I like Shenault. I think he'll be good. I'm just like, how does Travis Etienne getting hurt make Chenault better? Like, is he gonna be a running back now? Play wide receiver and running back?
Poor Galladay now in the 8th.
That's still too high.
He slid down for sure.
Still too high. He's like just a guy I will never draft. I just won't draft.
Yeah, just let someone else draft him.
Exactly. Somebody else can deal with it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fine. Ugh, wow. I could have gotten Curtis Samuel here. Crazy. But I guess I could just take Callaway since he's going to outscore Curtis Samuel after 2 preseason games now.
Listen, he looked good. That's all I'm gonna say. He looked good.
Well, no, he does look good. And look, I have him. It's funny because I drafted him at the end of our dynasty league, and now I'm like, hey, look, I got Henderson and Callaway. Wow. But look, it's still this preseason. Traquan Smith hasn't played. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy over him just yet.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in Traquan Smith personally, but because even when Michael Thomas was out, he just was very up and down in terms of.
Yeah.
What happened with Troutman again? I saw he was injured.
Yeah, but then they said they don't think it's serious. So
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means he might miss a few weeks. I don't know if that might mean he plays week 1. Well, we'll see.
I mean, it wasn't sounding like he was going to be super fantasy relevant, but
that's the concerning thing to me is he's playing a lot of snaps, but he's not running a lot of routes.
Well, that's the thing. They seem to value him as a blocker, like.
Yeah.
Because I guess from what I saw, he graded out as the number 1 blocking tight end last year. So.
Yeah, that's what's actually making me a little nervous. Is like, is he just going to be in there to block most of the time?
Yeah.
Michael Carter sure has dropped.
I was going to say, what's going on with him? Is he not looking good?
I think in the first preseason game when Tevin Coleman was out, he got like 6 snaps with the starters, and Ty Johnson got like 20. And then last week, he didn't get any snaps with the starters. None. So it doesn't really look like he's a big part of the rotation right now. Now that could definitely change as the season goes on, but as of right now, it looks like it's going to be Tevin Coleman and Ty Johnson.
I'm regretting that pick then in the cut draft.
Well, like I said, he might still, rookies sometimes take a while. It's kind of like Etienne. It looked like Etienne was going to be third string, at least for a while. So.
And you can't say Michael Carter hasn't looked good though when he's been out there. He's played well when he's on the field. It's just it looks like such a timeshare. And
yeah, so some coaches, like I remember Bruce Arians when he had David Johnson his rookie year, because I remember I had David Johnson on my bench in my home league, and I had to finally drop him because it was like David Johnson would get like 2 touches and he'd score a touchdown, but that's all he would do. And like every week it seemed like. And Bruce Arians would not play him. Remember that was when they had Chris Johnson, and then Chris Johnson got hurt, and then it was Andre Ellington. You guys remember that?
Yep.
And Andre Ellington was like the most average running back you could get, but he still was playing him over David Johnson. And then I had to drop him because I was like fighting for a playoff spot, because that was a year where I followed the Fabiano draft strategy, and it killed me. He ended up being a beast down the stretch when Arians finally had to play him. So some coaches, like maybe Saleh is just like one of those guys who's like, trust the veterans, rookies got to earn it type of guy. You just never know. Maybe, so not saying Carter can't, have value later on, but right now it looks like not much.
There he is.
There he is.
Take him.
I know we just discussed why this guy might be disappointing, but I feel like it's late enough.
Yeah, that's fine. It was between Callaway and Jacoby Myers, honestly.
I'm glad you're coming around on Jacoby Myers finally.
You know what? I mean, he looks good when he's out there. I know they don't have a big team investment in him or anything, but
No,
well.
he was sneaky good last year.
Oh, he was. I just assumed, how they brought in a couple guys that he was just gonna take kind of a back seat to them, but
yeah,
he really hasn't.
Oh crap! What time is it?
it's I think it's 7:38 where you're at.
Okay. Because there's a meeting I have to, or a Zoom meeting I have to attend at 8.
Zoom, what are you're working stiff now or what?
School stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you could probably hear it in my voice, but I'm like about to fall asleep right now. So I'm not really in the mood to do it, but I don't know, it could have helpful information.
Well, hopefully you don't have to really participate. You can just listen.
That's exactly what it is. It's like I shouldn't call it a meeting. It's like a presentation.
All right, I'll take the Jaguars wide receiver 1. Nobody else wants him.
Bold statement. Been a very long day.
Just wait till my next pick. You think that statement was bold?
You just got sniped.
Yeah, it would have been nice if Hurts made it back to me, but
I want to see who you take right here.
I mean, there's still Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill. Okay, well, now there's Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Ryan Tannehill. I mean, there's still so many good players on the board. It's crazy. 10-team leagues are nuts.
All right, Jarvis Landry here. Let's see it.
I can't even be mad about that pick. Melvin Gordon in 11. But I took the Jags number 1 wide receiver, and I'm going to take the Lions number 1 running back.
Oh, yeah, that's a bold statement too. I mean, I like Jamal Williams as well. I don't know if I'd say he's the number 1 over Swift, but he'll certainly have a sizable role in that offense.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I think I'm not even going to be that shocked if Jamal Williams outtouches Swift early in the year. First of all, has this coaching staff said one positive thing about DeAndre Swift?
I mean, no, but I could totally see Williams' stat line from week 1 being 15 carries for 30 yards.
Okay, I mean, it is the Lions. Maybe 15 carries for 40 yards. Let's be a little realistic.
Okay. Well,
about passing work.
Sorry, I underestimated him.
But yeah, no, I'm not saying Jamal Williams is going to be and then now they're saying because of his groin injury, they don't even know if he's going to be in good enough shape to be ready for week 1.
Uh-oh.
And then all off season, they're like Jamal Williams. Oh yeah, Jamal Williams is an A running back. Jamal Williams can play all 3 down. I mean, I'm like, this is if I'm DeAndre Swift over there, I'm like, trade me. What the hell? Why am I even on this team?
No, for sure. Before, I was taking Gus Edwards over Jamal, and now I'm taking Jamal over Gus.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like the Lions are going to play Jamal more than DeAndre Swift, honestly.
Now, had Melvin Gordon fell to you there, would you still have taken Jamal?
Yeah, because I wanted to be able to say I took the Lions
No, okay.
RB1.
And I thought I was going to get decent running back value here, but like every single running back that I was looking at is taken. I was hoping Jamal Williams would somehow fall to me.
Wow. In this group, I was shocked he fell to me. I was shocked Marvin Jones was there.
I mean, I'm not a Brandon Cooks fan, but I'll take him here. And then,
Yeah, I was even looking at Cooks too. I was like, man, maybe I need to take Cooks.
I'm surprised. I shouldn't have taken Callaway over Cooks, honestly.
No.
Figured I might as well take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I bet you feel real good about yourself making that pick there.
Yeah.
This is what's so crazy about fantasy football.
Is that one guy goes down and then it completely reshuffles the board.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden Carlos Hyde is draftable.
This is also why you don't do like massive big money leagues before like too early in the season.
I was gonna say I drafted way too early in my leagues this year. Like next year, I'm not gonna draft till like the week before week 1.
I like waiting in redraft leagues. Like with Dynasty and Best Ball, I'm fine doing it earlier, but
Yeah, best ball you can get some values too early on.
yeah, for sure. Like, dude, I didn't get a lot of Najee in my early best balls, but I have like drafts where I got him in like the 5th, 6th round.
Yeah. And Zeke initially was going like early second, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, I would like start drafts like Zeke, Devontae Adams sometimes, or Zeke, Austin Eckler.
It was really bad at the beginning of the year.
Rest in peace to your league mates.
There we go. I'll take Aaron Rodgers, my last pick. Good enough. Ty Johnson, nice.
You know what's funny though? In like my home league and stuff, they'll all pick like 2 quarterbacks and like
I know
2 to 3 tight ends. So you could end up with like no one as tight end, which makes it kind of tough.
Yeah, but it's okay because I mean I think in like a 10-team league like this, I wouldn't want to have no tight end.
No, because it does give you a little bit of an advantage for sure.
Yeah, because in like a league like this, your bench is not very important because there are going to be so many guys on the waiver wire.
Exactly, yeah.
That it's more important your starting lineup. So, all right, well, that was fast. Who wants to grade this?
I can grade. I could probably
go for it, Nick.
All right.
Remember, it's 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex.
Okay. So Marquise, I love his start. McCaffrey, DK, Jefferson. I'm not as high on DJ Moore, but that's fine. If Edwards-Helaire, if this injury ends up being nothing, then I'd say he got great value there. Same with Hunt. I was trying to remember, this is 10-team. I think he's got a good, that's definitely, I think, an 8.5. Especially love his start. Pierre. What the hell? Cook. Mixon. Boy. He had a bit trolling here. He had to be trolling here
tonight for sure.
Who are we talking about?
Pierre.
We may. I don't know what Pierre was doing. Yeah. I think he was just trying something different.
He made me tested after this, honestly.
I guess you could say maybe he got decent wide receiver value to salvage something, but that's like a 5 or 6. I'm gonna be realistic. All right, Chris, got Saquon, Hopkins, Brown. Jamal Williams, stuff like that. I love how you got Jamal Williams there as your third RB, gives you a nice third option if he ends up being good. There's Boyd Connor. I love the value there with Marvin Jones, Jamal Williams. I'd say that's 10 team. I'd say I would honestly argue that as a 9 because I mean you got Saquon, D Hop, and Brown, and then I think you got some phenomenal value in the later rounds. So I'd say that's a really good draft.
Appreciate it.
Ron, let's see, you got Kamara, Gibson. That's a good start. Allen, and then Mahomes. I don't know what's the situation with Jamar Chase. Is the off the field issue, is that a legit thing or is it still too early to say? I'm assuming it's too early to say.
Yeah, the off the field, that weird Instagram story thing, I haven't heard any more about it, so I'm gonna assume it's a non-issue.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's more about on the field stuff.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious and maybe there was more news about that. Sanders, MT, Edmonds, Beckham. Wasn't Waddle having injury issues?
Yeah, but he seems to always be okay.
Okay.
It's like Julio Jones, but he's half his age.
Okay. So this team is probably the team's probably like a 7-5. I mean, it's solid, but you know, there are a lot of question marks here with Chase,
Pick up your phone, bitch.
MT, and Beckham there. So Ale, we got Zeke, Ridley, McLaurin, Higgins, Carson, Lamar, Pitts. We got all his bases down. And then I really like Curtis Samuel. Maybe not so hot on Damian Harris, but then Pittman, Ronald Jones is fine there. Elijah Moore, 12th round, I think is really good. I think that's an 8-5. Vagoon. So did we ever get a confirmation if that's Dan Marino?
It is. It's Dan Marino.
It is, okay. Eckler, Chubb, A-Rob, Julio, Hawkinson, Murray, Corey Davis, Mostert, Fuller, Gage, Edwards, Hardman. I'd say maybe, probably 7-5 because I think you got a phenomenal start there with Eckler, Chubb, A-Rob, question mark with Julio, Corey Davis. I like him. I don't know if I necessarily feel super confident with him as my wide receiver 2. I mean, he's got Fuller and Gage, who I like, and he does have Hawkinson and Murray, so he's perfectly fine at tight end and QB. So good team overall. Arsenal, Derrick Henry at the 1-7. Is this the latest he's gone in our drafts? I don't think I've seen him go past.
I think so.
5.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Derrick Henry in redraft. Well, I guess really wouldn't be in dynasty either. I'm not huge on Derrick Henry in general, but at the 1-7, I would have absolutely taken him there. And then Kelsey, good. Evans, Deontay, Claypool. Nice Pittsburgh stack there.
Rolling bitch.
And then
you see what they say?
Swift.
You see what they say?
Got Swift, Mike Davis, Galladay. I mean, I know we're all low on Galladay, but at the 8-4, I mean, is that okay value or?
Yeah, like I said, he's just the guy I'm not drafting. I'll let somebody else draft. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not gonna knock somebody for taking him in the 8th round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine for me. Say Russ, Mooney, Dylan Landry. I'd say that's a solid 8. I like his team overall. Got a nice wide receiver core. Got Kelsey. Got great value with Henry. Swift. I mean, I'm not high on him, but I'm okay with him there. Mike Davis, great value. So good team there. Mr. 24K God. JT. How are we feeling about JT? Because I've seen him
pretty good. I think Wentz and Quentin Nelson are going to be out there. Well, I think Wentz is going to be out there week 1 for sure. I think Nelson will be out there by week 1, week 2.
Okay.
Do you have him back in your first round, Chris?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah, because I've seen him fluctuate between
So
being kind of a late first and mid up down to mid second.
I have him. It's very close between him and Najee after Aaron Jones.
Okay.
So I go. Obviously, I have Henry higher than this, but I go Eckler, Aaron Jones, and then I don't remember. It's like so tough for me between JT and Najee.
Okay.
But over Gibson then.
Yeah, both over Gibson. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Are they all over Chubb?
Yes.
Yeah, for me. Although I have
PPR. We're talking full PPR. If it's half
Full
PPR or
PPR?
standard, I'd have Chubb higher.
full PPR, I might have Chubb still over Gibson.
No, I have Chubb over Gibson in full PPR. I'm
Okay.
talking about JT and Harris.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I was just curious. So that's for value for JT, and then Hill, Kittle, Godwin, Allen, Gaskin, Juju, Chenault, Fournette, Myers, Sicky, Pollard. I'd say that's another solid 8. I mean, his start maybe wasn't as strong as other guys, but getting Chenault, getting Myers there, I think helped him out a lot. And then there's my team, and then there's Austin. Let's see, you got Najee. I like him there. I think I agree. I think for me, he's starting to creep up there to the 1-2 turn. And then Adams, Woods, Cup. I love that LA stack. I try to get it when I can. J Rob. I mean, this is it's like when stock prices fluctuate like crazy. It's hard to get a good gauge on where he should be going. But I would say off the top of my head, that seems like great value there, considering his situation. And considering also in the context of how he did last year. And he's going to be in a better offense. So he's got a much better QB throwing to him. So I'm excited.
He's the new GameStop pretty much.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that was crazy. Especially being a business student, that was we talked about that in one of my finance classes last year. It was really interesting stuff.
Oh,
I don't want to get
my brother actually made some cash on it, which was crazy.
Yeah. I thought about it, but I for me it was a little too risky, so I decided not to.
He basically like described it as just like what he would have spent like in Vegas like on a night. So that's kind of what he invested. It is.
Okay, well,
basically gambling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Just a brief finance lesson. Okay, there's a huge difference between investing and aggressive trading, which is what GameStop was. GameStop wasn't investing, and it pisses me off when I saw people try to say it was investing. But anyway, I don't want to get too off topic here. So we got and you got Lockett. Speaking of Vegas gambling, then you got Jacob Sermon, Herbert, great value there. I like Callaway, Cooks, Higby. I like your team. I think that's an 8-5. I mean, you got Najee, who is absolutely on the up, and you got J Rob. Actually, you know what? Honestly, I'd say that's a 9 actually with J Rob there.
Yeah, this is potentially probably. Usually, I say like this is the best team I've ever drafted. This is probably one of the better teams I've ever actually drafted.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah. I think you got Najee, he's on the up. You got Robinson. Again, you bought him cheap when he's about to skyrocket. And then you got a great wide receiver there with Devontae. And then you got Woods and Cup. Lockett. I mean, he's a little bit of a wild card, but if you get him if you start him on the right week, he could be incredible for you. Great running back depth there with Jacob Sermon. And then you got Callaway there, I think at a good spot. And you got Herbert at a great spot. So I think again, kind of like you said, I think this really is probably one of your best, if not your best draft overall.
Yeah, I personally don't think Robinson's going to stay there too long. I think he's going to keep getting more and more expensive, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, you want to grade Knicks?
Sure. So we got Jones, Diggs, Lamb, Cooper, Sutton. That's a great looking start. And then to get Henderson, that's also perfect because I think there's a drop after Henderson personally, like between him, Gaskin, Swift, and Sanders. I think Henderson has the clearest role out of all of them. Then we got Prescott, Fant, Mike Williams, and then we got some depth running backs. Yeah, I know you were a little upset at first that you got the format wrong, but it didn't seem to hurt you too bad. Maybe you could have had slightly better like RB3s maybe to fill in. But that would be the only place because your wide receivers are set and Fant should be fine. This is probably like a top 3, top 4 team, probably like in that 8 range. You have no holes. I don't know if you have quite the elite depth play at running back, but
yeah, that'd be my concern too.
That's the only place I can really knock you at all. So it's not bad by any means.
Yeah, I know I said something about you taking your 4th wide receiver, but looking at me, what would be the difference? You'd go J. Rob and then.
It didn't really cost him. I mean, maybe he could see if he would have picked J. Rob at the 5-9, I would have picked Henderson at the next spot. So he would have, and then I
don't even know if it would have affected your build one bit.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, it's always interesting doing these 10-team drafts.
Yeah, it really mixes things up, and it's hard to get good value, or it's hard to evaluate where guys should be going, especially in the mid to late rounds.
Yeah. So on Thursday, we're back to our old format, our 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, 12-team PPR. So which we haven't done in a while. We haven't done a draft like that in a while. So.
Yeah, I'll put myself on the draft. I'll see if I can draft. If not, I'll
leave.
Right.
And then the league draft is next week, right? Next Wednesday?
Yep, a week from Thursday. Gotcha. And then I'm going to be posting everybody in the Discord the people that aren't in that one. So not you, Nick, and not you, Austin, but everybody else. Another redraft league that's going to be free. That's going to have a cash payout. So if you're in the Discord, look for that. If you're not, get in the Discord.
Wait, are we supposed to join as well or no?
No, you guys can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is for everybody else. Else.
I can't wait to have the number 1 spot.
I know, right? I got that 8. I'm like, oh God, the 8 against this group. I'm dead. I'm dead.
I wonder if Big Lenny can join that one, Chris.
Big Lenny. Oh, Big Lenny.
Who's that?
I'm gonna have to block Big Lenny. I think that's Austin's burner account.
Oh,
he's a good friend of mine. Let's just say that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good job as always. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
All right, bye.
See ya.